Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Friday pre-flight. There's already quite a few of you here, as you can see here from the chat. Changed up the studio a little bit. If you didn't catch the 6-minute daily or Midnight's Edge in the morning, I'm moving some stuff around. We're gonna kick the production level up to the next level. Start using 3D elements and just kind of improving the show overall. So if you like something, let me know. If you don't like something, let me know. We've upgraded to a 4K camera, although I guess the show's only coming over in 1080p right now. Would be my guess at the moment. Yeah, so we're running at 1080p across the stream here, but that's cool. Better than we were before. So I'm pretty excited. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of you rolling through the chat, which I do absolutely appreciate. We've got a lot to talk about. This weekend will be quite busy, and you're going to start seeing some expansion across these different studios, not just in their production capabilities, of course, but also in the kind of material that they're going to start diving into. There's an actor, Marston from Marston. I don't know how to pronounce his name. From Jack Reacher, was kind of diving into that, and Midnight's Edge in the morning was covering that a little bit. It just kind of touching on that as well. But you're going to see some significant shifts in both directions in entertainment. Things that are going to win, like The Northman, as far as fans are concerned. Those will be the things that we will look forward to and try to support with our dollars, and we're just going to try to avoid the other stuff, the clearly politically motivated, agenda driven entertainment that we've been subjected to for the last, longer than we knew, since probably around 2013, 2014, and even more subtly in other locations in the world. But we'll dive more deeply into all of that another time. Let's try to cover some of the subjects that directly affect us. And before we do that, I want to say hi to everybody here. I appreciate that. So of course, Six was here early this morning. Talking about the 6-minute daily and eventually talking about some other things, including the Midnight's Edge in the morning. Six is a great resource, and I appreciate Six very much. He's awesome in person and does a great job on the shows. We've got, of course, Terry Rose hanging out with us. There's Trav 101. Solar Warden is hanging out with us. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Of course, we have Aluvrian Imakara. Great to see you, love. Glad you do have your fruity drink available. Of course, Tim Hayes is joining us today. Great to see you, buddy. We got a member stream coming up this weekend. I'm going to make that happen. I might give you some, if you're a member, might get some insight into one of the projects that I'm doing that is going to be in support of my other channel, which is kind of a DIY thing. So we're going to get started on that, just with a rough DIY and then a little prettier presentation of the same project in the same video or as a part 2. So we start doing content for that as well as I go around, including like redoing like a kitchen island and stuff will be something that'll be a future project. So lots to be done here. Pretty excited about that. Of course, we also have our friend Manowar 665, the neighbor of the beast. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you indeed. Our good friend Biggles Metz is out there in the world. Biggles and I are going to try to get to a ball game here in the near future. Hopefully that we can work that out and I can get into the right city to make that happen. Enjoy a good baseball game. I like good baseball. Of course, we got just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. We got Sebastian Simonson with us as well. Look at that. This is fantastic. I love this now because I can see as they come through, and so can everybody else. And again, we're going to be adding more of this type of stuff. And you watched Thursday Night Throwdown last night. I actually had the stream playing down here on the mat. You'll start to see more and more of those elements kind of join the stream and stuff like that, and other ways to throw the chat up and everything else. So we're gonna ramp things up here, guys. We're gonna get bigger, better, faster, stronger, all those things. Very toxic, very, very toxic. Bombastic indeed, my friend. Absolutely. I love that. I love the brass. Dapper Bard Games, what's going on? Editing a new video. Things aren't going right. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'm glad you're here, Dapper Bard Games. Of course, the lovely Sherry is joining us. Oh, and the ever lovely Lorena Criolla is here. Lorena has done some great work. Was complimenting on the work that they're doing together on the show Reacher, which we were just talking about, the actor from that show. There's a little bit of toxic femininity when it comes to that show and the review that the review shows that they have done. So do check that out. And of course, everything Lorena does is fun. So check out her channel. Can't wait for this Sunday, because I imagine we're going to do some bonkers stuff. And then we have a big show coming up, big show for our Sunday show. You'll want to join us for that. Welcome to Florida stream, because it's going to be huge. Going to be huge. What's up, Trinoculus P? Good to see you, my friend. Of course, I think I said hi to Travel 101, but we'll do it again. Our friend from the UK. We've got Dr. Dragon joining us. Release of the McCracken. Boot and Bamhammer is here. We've got Shrap 3D, Humor, and waffles. Humor and waffles. Yeah, I like chicken and waffles too. And somebody, yeah. And of course, is this a maskless flight? Indeed, always. Do you see a mask? Nah, that'd cover up the beard, right? Eventually, I'm going to get my founder's kit from Jeremy's Razors, and I'm going to shave the sides. So we're just going to have the goatee going forward. I am going to get very warm doing some of these projects, and I really don't think a full beard is going to be super comfortable. So we'll see. Kathy is here. Great to see you. So this is where culture ran off to. Well, I had to take care of some business. Then I had to have a little bit of a spot of lunch, right, as our friends in the UK would say, and then of course I had to prep the show. So here I am. This is where I be. We've got Rob Altus out there, and of course our friend Captain Trek, who I will be joining next week on one of his morning shows. Keep an eye out, and I'll be there for an hour or so before I do my 6-minute daily. So that's always works out in a fun way. Great to see everybody. You guys are awesome. What's up, Darcipio? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, you've been off YouTube for Lent. Awesome. You didn't miss a lot. I mean, Disney's imploding. The political adversaries are trying to point at each other as the reason. Ultimately, it's just it comes down to politics, but not the way that anybody wants to describe them. You either have people that are fighting to keep this country the incredible republic that it's always been, or you're fighting to tear it down and turn it into some crazy ass social experiment. And I just cursed on my channel inside the first 10 minutes. That's crazy. What's up, Court? Great to see you. See, we've got Vezriel. That's cool. Love that name and the avatar. Very good. Stone Cold Lead is hanging out. Awesome. I love that avatar too. You guys are great. Our buddy, our puppet friend here, Snowdub Live. You can check out that channel, and of course the main Snowdub Music and Entertainment channel. Both are fantastic. Our buddy Jolly is the leader of the club over there. Very excited about that. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow joining us. You guys are incredible. You don't even know. There's our buddy Zach, otherwise known as Brightest Day, over at his new channel, Booked Science Fiction Audiobooks, which I love. And a super chat from my buddy Manowar665, the neighbor of the beast, for 665 says, I don't like any of the things. Do better. Well, okay. I'll work on that. Brahma Bull is here, who's building quite the channel. Gonna get things going over there. If you want to see an impressive collection of whiskey, just hang out over on Brahma Bull's channel. There's a decent chance he's probably drinking some of it. So there you go. Let's see. Memes is here. What's up, Memes? Memes has been having humor at others' expenses again. If you want to see some, his content's amazing because it goes from the intellectually curious to the completely ridiculous humor, and it's totally worth it. I'm there for it, and he's a good dude. Zan Zoltan is here, of course, as a member. Let's see, who else do we have rolling in? Sorry, guys. It's fun to say hi to everybody, but it takes like 20 minutes to get through y'all. You guys are the best, though. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. Kitty Bear's here. I am sleeping. Well, you're doing a good job of being here at the same time, my friend, but thank you. Does Northman have a lot of CGI? That's a good question. Not that was mentioned in any of the conversations that I had with the folks over at Midnight's Edge who've seen it. I am going to see this mañana. That would be tomorrow for those of you who don't speak Spanish. So I can give you some feedback then. Talk about it probably on the Sunday Culture Review, unless my plans get foiled for tomorrow. We'll see. You missed a lot. You missed the music. It'll be fine. Just rewind. I doubled up on the music today. I forgot that I'd created a new composited intro that includes everything, so I don't have to push a bunch of buttons. Butt Crack Media. Mr. Butt Crack Media is here with one of the coolest avatars you've ever seen. Good to see you, my friend. Nikki D starts off with a $5 question already. It's good to see you again, Nikki D. Nikki D's everywhere and supports a lot of people, so thank you for that. Let's see. Will the change in Disney be drastic if the Florida bill gets signed? Well, if the Florida bill gets signed, they have a year from July, because it goes into effect in I think, July 1st, beginning a new fiscal year. Of 2023. So it gives them a lot of months to try to sort this out. Maybe, walk some stuff back. DeSantis, based on my understanding from the amazing chat over on Midnight's Edge in the morning, I think has 90 days to sign it when it reaches his desk. Otherwise, it's considered a pocket veto. I think that's going to be the next hurdle, is just a ton of conversations out there before DeSantis signs this bill. I mean, the only opportunity for this to get walked back is for radical changes at Disney. But if the bill gets signed and nothing gets walked back and it goes into effect in July of 2023, there'll be radical changes at Disney, because they are going to come under some financial difficulties like you would never even imagine. And the two counties that are, essentially that the property essentially spans, they're going to be happy for the tax revenue and all of the other things that go along with it, despite the fact that they'll essentially be taking over, an additional sewer facility, recycling, garbage, the whole nine. In fact, there might be some things that they can eliminate, to be honest with you. And there will be additional costs upon Disney because they're now going to have to rely on more security and access from outside entities who will influence whether or not they can actually build said ride in said location, or they can build said hotel to expand their real estate interests, or all of those things. I mean, it changes the game for Disney 1,000%. So hopefully that answers that question. Will this limit Disney's spending on their IPs? Probably, because while parks and the other parts of Disney are separate, they're also part of a greater whole. They at one point in time, I mean, you have to remember, Disney was almost bankrupt. It was the parks that kind of helped their resurgence, as well as the decade of Disney back when Eisner took control of the company. There was a Japanese company that wanted to acquire Disney way back then. The third question here, will they potentially lose millions? Yes. This is going to hit them in their profit pants, in their main cash cow, which is absolutely ridiculous. And according to Lorena Creole, which is, I'm so happy you guys can see, DeSantis just signed the bill. So it's done. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Thank you, Lorena. You are the best around. What time, what day for the stream? The member stream will probably be, my guess would be sometime tomorrow, probably after I've seen The Northman. So maybe I'll be able to have conversations with people who don't mind a couple of spoilers, because I always find myself accidentally revealing things when I do that. But we'll see. Let's see who else rolled through. Well, we got one man show here. My mother likes San Francisco Giants when it comes to baseball. I can tell you, I like the Giants as well, and some other teams. C-Man, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. Who News here. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. One of my earliest subscribers, or members, I should say. And thank you for that support over the long period of time. Build back better. Well, Disney's going to have trouble building anything, to be honest, since that just got signed. Yeah, it takes me to Toxic Town, indeed. I'm going to scroll through some of these. For those of you who joined us later on, I apologize in advance, since I won't be saying hello to you, because we're trying to catch up. So Except I have to say hi to Larry, because the name's so nice. You have to say it twice. It's Larry. And of course, Sean Estep's here. Good to see you. We got a super chat from our friend Blue Eyed Roof Korean the Base for $5, who, of course, sponsors this show on Fridays for the most part. It says, Culture helped me through the last hour at work until the weekend. Absolutely. CC, how do you keep track of all the media news while moving at the speed of life? I read constantly. I'm looking at updates. If I find a headline that engages me, I usually try to consume it. And then I usually try to find more than one source. It's really good to get your news from multiple sources, and especially not all from the same byline provider, like a main news entity like AP. AP is fully and completely corrupted now, in my opinion, when it comes to news. You can read it very clearly. Every single news article they write's an opinion piece now. In fact, they were one of the things I covered in the 6-Minute Daily today was the AP's coverage of this particular thing. And again, if you're going to continue to use the incorrect name for a bill, that's just absolute misinformation, and you are supposed to be a authoritative source, how can we possibly trust you? So, but no, I consume information as it comes in. Oftentimes you'll see me on a stream, and at that point I've got probably 4 or 5 different windows open, just trying to keep up with the day. And then when I'm driving, I'm consuming information audibly. I don't know. It's something I've always been able to do. Especially auditorially, because I'll just pull it in and just be able to spit it back out. I don't know. It's just weird. It was helpful when I was growing up, to be honest with you. Not a lot of studying. Am I the only one that thinks culture needs an ASMR channel? Well, Memes, I think I could do that for you. I know you'd be one of the people that would sign up right away. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that'll be my OnlyFans. It's just me talking. I don't know. Of course, then people will be like, I'm falling asleep to culture. That's not good. I've stopped paying attention to what Hollywood is doing. Absolutely. What is this Northman movie about? It's actually follows along pretty well with actual Viking stuff, mythology and everything. It's essentially Hamlet, Viking style. So she said it was like going to like a theatrical stage performance and not actually the cinema at times. And I thought that was kind of unique, because we don't have a lot of like people that go to see like things like Othello and stuff like that, right? So and in this case it's kind of the Viking version of Hamlet. In fact, I believe the name of the character, according to Andres, there's a character in there called Omelette. So there you are. But it's kind of a revenge tale. There's a little bit of a mysticism involved in there as well. It is not what you are going to think it is going in. That's going to make you think it's the Gladiator, according to Andre. It's more like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And thank you guys for your member chats. I'll try to remember to get to them. If I miss them, I'm terribly sorry. It's another thing that I like about having the chat on the screen, is that I don't miss the member chats, which is good. I'm scrolling back through the chat timeline, and I don't see any member chats right now. So thank you. We'll catch Larry's here in just a second, but thanks, Larry. That was awesome. Yeah, Larry says, 14 months member, years a sub and follower. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Culture of CC, good to sub and follow. Thank you. Keep up the great work. Keep giving us all the details. I try. I really do. I mean, the next few things I'm working on video-wise are multiple articles, multiple perspectives supported. I mean, and again, I have got time to do that more so now than ever, because I have Grant working now as my editor. So, that's all we can do is just keep supporting each other. Yeah. And Larry says it's signed, goes in effect July 2023. There you go. Everything I said was accurate. Just sign. Oh, wow. Reported by WFTV. Very good. So it's on the road, folks. And you're not wrong, Vezarel. I do wish more governors were like DeSantis, but you've got several states that are emulating a lot of these bills now, and some of them a lot more aggressively. So I'll have that as well. We've got Trav 101 with a member chat. Don't want to lose it. It's right here on the screen. Let me get Vizarel's chat off the screen. CC, Matthew Marsden. Thank you. Yeah, I always get his name wrong. Marsden. Yeah. He's a retractor. Says nothing is going to change and we're stuck with woke. What do you think? Opinion is so divided about this. I think Travel 101 that I think that there's a way to get out of this. I think it's going to take a lot of disincentives by places where there's business incentives. I think there's going to have to be a preponderance of the states utilizing the 10th Amendment to force corporations to not engage in that behavior in those states, which will make it too costly and ineffective to do it otherwise. I think that banking regulations in states are going to have to change in order to punish banking institutions that do business utilizing ESG, et cetera, et cetera. And again, there's legislation in a few states right now that's being drafted in that vein. There was a national one that was being written, I guess, and that kind of fell apart, but it's going to be re-engaged. I think that this is the path back for the ineffective right side of the U.S. The left side plays offense, the right side doesn't. I'm nowhere in either of those things. I just want everybody to get the F out of my life. That's me. But I want everybody to get back to doing the things they're supposed to do. Business is supposed to be profitable, barring governance of the authorities over them. And I think that nobody should impinge anybody else's rights. I have a lot of beliefs. We'll talk about those one day, but this isn't the forum. But thank you for that. The member chat. I appreciate it. We've got Blue-Eyed Roof Korea in the Brace for $2. Says, thought we wanted corporations to pay their share. Well, Disney's going to pay their share. More than. Look, despite the fact that they maintain a lot of the municipality stuff in the district that they control, it's a drop in the bucket for most of these other entities like Orange County or Osceola County, the area around Kissimmee, all of that. They all maintain the roads that lead up until Disney property line. It's not that much more, despite the stretches of road that there are. And mind you, Disney still has to maintain those for another year and a half. Something will change. Something's going to happen. This act could get spun back, but to be honest with you, the state of Florida, if you talk to anybody that's in Florida, anybody who's relatives in Florida, if you've ever been to Florida, there's a lot of circumstances where there's not a very high opinion. Sorry, folks, it looks like my upstream just took a dive. There's not a very high opinion of Disney right now. So it's to be fair. I mean, it's one of those situations where, maybe this is better for the community as a whole, and they won't feel so stripped of their their land or any of the other things that's happening right now. Again, talk to anybody from Florida, they'll tell you they felt like that their land was stolen by the Disney Corporation, and you can't blame them, for feeling that way to some extent. So, but yeah, we do want our corporations to pay their fair share, indeed, 100. Zombie Box Reviews asks, what's this bill about? Well, the bill is about, the original bill that everybody got all their undergarments wadded up in their orifices about was the House Bill 1557, or the Parental Rights and Education Bill, which is what the bill was. It essentially outlined the fact that you could not teach any of the Marxist versions of gender identity or anything else to kids. Well, it also, and this is to be fair, it also basically said you can't teach identity to sex to kids 5 to 9 anyway, in the grades K through 3. Well, duh. I mean, why would you feel like you needed to teach sex to people that age, or anything having to do with sex at that age? Right then, most kids are in the position where they think that the other sex is going to give them cooties. So, inserting this kind of stuff in there is akin to is normalizing it, placing it essentially in firmly in propaganda, or indoctrination would be a term that people have thrown around. There's another word out there that stands probably more accurate, which I won't say this early in the stream, but essentially, maintaining one's appearance through use of accessories like combing your hair and brushing your teeth. Those are part of this particular verbiage. I'm being very kind right now, finding other ways to say things, but that's what it's about. And again, I mean, then that led to obviously this action that took place in the special session in Florida that essentially repealed 6 special districts, not just Disney. So you can't go out and say this is retaliatory. I mean, you can try. You're going to hear so much propaganda, including, well, now Florida's taxpayers are going to, take the brunt of this. And I'm like, that's a complete load of hogwash. They're lying, and the counties absolutely want this money. And boy, are they going to enjoy it, because they've been enjoying it from, Orange County, has been enjoying it for a while from other interests. Universal's laughing quietly into their elbow right now. Just FYI. Blue-Eyed Roof Korea in the base for another $2. Says, thought we wanted corporations to pay their fair share. Absolutely. In fact, that's the conversation we were just having. They need to. And Disney hasn't been doing it for a long, 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 long time. It's insane. The memes of destruction says, Culture is a superhero, in my opinion. Hi, Larry. Well, thank you. I don't really feel like a superhero. I feel like a tired person. Oh my gosh, Karen Prime. Namaste. Good to see you. I've missed you. You're fun. Hey, look, it's the fake whistleblower picture. I love it. Doesn't that look like a very angry Karen? Indeed, it does. Culture reminds me of the Big Lebowski. Thank you for that. Do you think they'll just negotiate a new district deal? It's possible. It's possible. Not to see. Maybe they go 50-50 in a private-public partnership. Essentially, imagine this. In the period of time that they've had this special district, they probably owe Florida billions and billions and billions of dollars if they had to go back and make recompense. And I don't, like I said, I'm not suggesting that they don't, but I'm just saying there's so much money left on the table because of this. Of course, originally, part of the plan was to build essentially a city. They were going to build a city adjacent to or near Magic Kingdom. This was Walt's dream. Epcot was supposed to be a city. That's what Epcot stood for. Experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Yeah, that's what it stood for. And the idea was a work play environment, right? Way before anybody else has been doing it, including Elon Musk, who's doing it now. And obviously the folks that own, the chicken fast food place. Oh gosh, I always forget their name. The family that owns that, not KFC, not Church's, but the good chicken sandwich place, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A folks built a studio complex in partnership with Pinewood, and then bought them out in Georgia, and now that's a work play community. You got houses there, a pub, the whole nine, apartments, and I guess there's a school going in nearby. So, but that deal never panned out, and so there you go. And there you are. Zan Zoltan for 100 Argentinian souls, I believe, says, I give you little monies. Always happy to be around here. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your membership and anything. You guys, you have no idea how much it helps. I just spent another $120 on the channel today. So always happy to be around here. Been playing Hack GU and going through streams all week long. Awesome. It's been a good week. I prefer to watch you than any Hollywood. Well, thank you very much. Hail CC, indeed. Appreciate that. Our good friend Larry sends a super sticker, which is a thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that and your membership. And lots of other folks here, including Trav 101, shoots me a piece of pie. Thanks for that. Indeed. Here we go. I think Hollywood is stuck on the woke train until ESG goes away. Well, here's a weird thing. We're about to hit the point at which you're going to have individual markets start to fail right now because of, and this is getting a little going to get into a little bit of politics, but not really. It's just going to get into economics more than anything else. You're going to continue to see the expansion of inflation. You see people, perhaps conspiracy theorists, talking about, food production and stuff like that being stymied by fires and stuff. You can go look that up if you want to follow that train of thought. That's not what I'm here for or to do or to even acknowledge. Right. But you're going to start to see those pressures affecting, very fundamental elements of the way this country runs. Again, all under the, watchful eye of leadership, which has been doing the wrong thing at every step. so you're going to see those inflationary pressures and interest rates rise simultaneously. So the housing market, Lord Thoth, I saw your, you're going to see the housing market start to get hit like astronomically hard. And you're going to see entities that have been investing in it start to pull back from that strategy. Although they might accelerate, it's hard when you can't. You're going to see a lot of big banks in a position where they're going to get called on the carpet for not being in a profitable position because they're loaning money to entities based on ESG and those types of practices. So we'll have to see where all this comes down, but you're going to start to see different sectors start to have real hardship, failure, if not complete collapse. And I don't know for how long Hollywood's going to be able to live off the tea to free money, because that free money is going to dry up. And right now, I mean, you have an over-leveraged corporation in Disney specifically, and they are now over-leveraged because with this deal, they're on the hook for like so much money, it's ridiculous. And if anybody wants to argue with me, all of the propaganda talking points that we can definitely do that sometime. You want to come on and talk about it, I'll swat them away like flies, because you can't relocate Walt Disney World. And you can't stop the train of moving most of your Hollywood studio production to Florida and the South if you're a Disney company right now, because you're not going to be able to afford to do that. And I don't care how many tax breaks you're getting in California, they don't make up for the taxes that you're and other additional expenses that you're having to pay in California. California is like the most expensive place to operate if you're a business, and it gets increasingly more difficult to do it every day. So we'll pop in, grab some of these member chats real quick so I don't lose them. You guys are amazing. All of you members are incredible. I can't say enough wonderful things about all of you. And I want to say hi to Ruben. It's great to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I worry very much about you. I'm curious where you are on your interview process, my friend. I really am. Maybe you can change some culture in a certain place. We've got Lord Thoth, who's been here for 15 months. Thank you for that support, my friend. One of my longtime members and friends, and a wrench for a lot of people is Lord Thoth. Good to see you, buddy. We've got we've got a super sticker mixed in there too. Let's see, Trav 101. I think I acknowledged the piece of. Oh no, I didn't. Did I get to the piece of pie? I think I got Larry. Oh, yeah, I did. I got Trav 101's piece of pie. So Lord Thoth said testing in his member chat. And then our friend Christian Delorme, who joined the channel. And for some reason, I don't have the sticker on this side. I don't know why that is, but Christian Delorme sent me a keep it up sticker. Well, thank you for that, my friend. I do appreciate that. Oh, there it is. Thank you for that, my friend. The Canadian $5 super sticker with the pair working out. And actually, I'm going to be doing that. I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in DIY content. If so, I mean, my first projects are going to be like how to feed yourself oriented. So maybe people will be down with that. We'll see. Yeah, CSE and TSEL is in schools though. Yeah, I think you're going to start to see that fall out to release the McCracken. I think you're going to start to see it. Really. Meme says, did not read Bill. Naive take on educating kiddos about stuff was to destigmatize it. I remember growing up and bad was often replaced with that word. Yeah. Not saying there aren't bad actors, but yeah, absolutely. And again, the bill's not hard. I mean, honestly, there's 7 pages that mean things. I think there's a total of 12 pages with appendices and all of that. And, it's really only 3 pages that anybody needs to consume. It's not written in any particularly difficult language to understand. I mean, if you are sitting here during the course of this conversation, understanding the words coming out of my mouth, you're probably okay to read this bill and understand it. So it has nothing to do with any of these things. And, yeah, there's also some really positive things to come around the word that's in parentheses here. It's a synonym for being happy, by the way. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, actual real life ROIs. And for those of you out there, ROIs, return on investment. Yeah, they're going to get due soon. Absolutely. And that will be a place where you'll see a significant change. I guess the bill was signed. Yes. It was. People in the chat got to it before I did, and I had alerts set up. So thank you for all that. Yep, and all those bills do come due. Indeed. What's up, Big Dad MRI? Great, Big Daddy MRI here. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for that. And of course, I'm getting mead raid right now. Thank you, everybody from Midnight's Edge in the morning. I appreciate you all. Tax Shark is a member for 14 months, another long-time member. Thank you for that, my friend. Says also testing. Well, indeed. It does work. It does work. Oh, man, you people are amazing. You have no idea. The boss is probably at the office right now watching. Just like, oh, he's on. And she might be listening too, but she's not. She's not doing stuff that would allow her to comment. So, but she's usually out there just kind of lurking in the background, making sure I don't do something silly. And then she tells me I did something silly. That's the kind of relationship you want, guys. Being able to tell each other you did something silly. Let's see. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. I got there, Sean. Took me a minute. Brain melting. But yeah. Darius Munchausen sends a super sticker for $1.49. I guarantee you that's a box of popcorn. And as I scroll down to check, it is a box of popcorn. Thank you, my friend. Darius supports a lot of channels, and I appreciate you. Plus, it was great hanging out with you a couple weeks ago. We need to figure out a way to do that again. Stone Cold Leads is definitely interested in DIY stuff. Excellent. Going to do that. There's going to be a lot of ASMR kind of things that I'll be doing along with that. I mean, if you like to listen to something, obviously it's going to be, electric tools making noise and, screws and things like that. I mean, there's a lot to it. And, you'll probably also hear planes in the background, but, it's a disadvantage of being in the suburbs, I guess. Siege Paralysis sounds good, dude. All right. Well, I like that you guys are interested in that. So we'll be doing that. Yes. Great show indeed. Signing up for Netflix. Tom is a genius, man. In real time, he does just incredible stuff. I'm grateful to count him among my friends. He's a good guy. Yeah. Anonymous is Hail Jokers and Midnight Tokers. Yeah. Some people call me a space cowboy. Some call me the gangster of love. Culture Casino, Disney headquarters, Burbank, piped in music is Ride the Lightning and For Whom the Bell Tolls on a loop. That's awesome. For Who the Bell Tolls. That would be awesome. Time marches on. I'm loving the DIY thing. Yeah, we'll get there. And you need to get your stuff done. I can't wait to see it. Get a better tripod. Yeah. I have like some really cool camera stuff I haven't yet played with, so we're gonna get on top of that. Of course, I think I'm gonna try to shoot it all in 4K, but I don't know that it'll get edited in 4K. So we'll see how that all works out. But what do you mean, you people? That's right. You guys are great. Love you all. Hey, what's up, Whiskey Jack? Mead video on Disney situation was magnifique. Yes, it was. I have to tell you, Midnight's Edge has been killing it lately, whether it's Midnight's Edge in the morning, Midnight's Edge the channel, Midnight's Edge after dark, Mead Radio. Tom has been foregoing a lot of sleep to give us a lot of content, and Andre is brilliant at structuring, the language around a video and all of that. So we are blessed with brilliant people in our fellowship. So easy to support everybody. That's true. And we've got a lot of people that hang out with them too, like this lady here, who's awesome. So yeah, Terry Rose, DeSantis did sign the bill stripping Disney of their special tax privileges in Florida, and it's all of the other self-governance that they were allowed to do. Do a MAME machine build vid. Oh, absolutely. I would love to teach people how to build a MAME cabinet. I actually have an arcade machine in one of the garages right now. I can just trace a stencil off of and build one super quick. Probably build it out of MDF, and it'll be really heavy, but it'll be good in many ways. Probably put an epoxy finish on it on the outside, and then you can order whatever stickers you want if you stick with a standard cabinet dimension. So yeah, and you punch your own buttons. Not that hard, really. I think I've built a couple of them before. Maybe. Netflix rules. That's right. Big Daddy MRI joins the channel as a member. Thank you for that, my friend. I do appreciate it. Man, I'm gonna have to start getting clips. I don't do clips. I just do talking. Is that okay? Or do you want goofy clips? I mean, I'm not Tom. I'm not that bright. Not that funny. But thank you for becoming a member, my friend. I do appreciate that. Polymy's Minion is here. Says hello, all. Greetings, young lady. Thanks for hanging out with us, and greetings to the cute puppers who I love. I met in person. You guys have no idea how wonderful Polymy's Minion is and how wonderful Polymy's is. It's so great. Let's see. We've got just a great bunch of humans. You guys have no idea. Blue-Eyed Roof Korean the base for another $5. Again, one of the sponsors of my channel says, as the official plumber of the fellowship, indeed. I would love to contribute to home DIY projects. Absolutely. As well as tinkering repair videos on my Jeep Wrangler. That would be awesome. I would love to have people want to, collaborate or provide material for the channel. I mean, if you have raw video, you want to cut into a video, we can talk. I'm game. I think the more we provide out there as the fellowship, the fewer people are going to consume things from Hollywood. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm far more interested in watching content that's produced by people that I know that I can engage with, like you guys are doing here. I love all you people. This is the game changer, is the ability to interact, even in giant streams. And I know there are a lot of people that are down on some bigger streams out there that happen on bigger channels, but the level of engagement, even within the chat itself, is incredible. And I'm very thankful and very grateful to all of you. I really am. I don't even know how to express that. I know there are not enough words. Stone Cold Leads here. I'm doing up a house at the moment. First time doing such a thing, so I'm a sponge for all sorts of advice and info. Learned a lot from your YouTube videos. Me too. Constantly. Yeah, YouTube videos are incredible sources of information. I'm going to start with something, a very simple project that you don't have to have like a whole lot of advanced skills with. Then I'll step it up to a slightly more fancy version of the same kind of a project. And then, I will then go for the ultimate build of something. I think that's kind of the progression of the way I want to do stuff, basic, middle ground, advanced. So Grim, Tom not getting any sleep? Unheard of. Well, indeed. Got lots of folk. Hey, what's up? You're emotionally unstable amphibian. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Netflix. That's right. You guys are incredible. If you guys haven't seen that video clip from Tom over on Midnight's Edge After Dark, you should. It's funny. Oh, you see the new? I got the stickers up, and I reconfigured all of this to make it more fancy dancy. Got my Ezio down here, right? And down here is another mat that essentially is going to have other material projecting, so you can maybe I'll put the chat down here, or I'll put a story that we're about to cover or something will be go down here eventually. So these mats are incredible, and this desk space is underutilized, so why not project stuff onto it? More entertainment. I am praying for you, Ruben. I am praying for you, my friend. Times have changed, not for the good. Remember the old days when we would build things with wood? Absolutely, Bad Bunny, and I still do. I built the boss's desk, which I've been scolded that I should have filmed the whole process because that would have been content. And she's always right. She always finds a way to make me feel like, yeah, you're right. And again, that's what your partner's supposed to do. Make you better. I'm sorry. Tool time with Cuddles Casino. I'm sure Mary Mayhem would watch, especially if it's the Cuddle Casino brand. Serious, it sounds like a great idea. I'd love to see new DIY content. Yeah. And again, I mean, I'm going to go from like you have like limited experience with tools to, you have lots of experience with tools. It occurs to me that I could have done an even more simplified version of just what I just did. But I'll explain that in the course of the video. So, and I agree with you, Vezriel. The fellowship is the best indeed. Dragmaster 360, does anyone have any coding or programming knowledge? I bet you a ton of people in here do. A lot of us came from old school CIS, MIS backgrounds and probably expanded upon those. So I would imagine that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very thing. Old pallets turned into veggie beds. All good stuff. Yeah. Seriously, it's not hard. I'm a freak now when it comes to that stuff. So let's see who else is here. War Monkey rolled in. Apologies. I can't believe you like my shorts. Of course I do. Of course I do. You guys are amazing. I love all of you people. It's weird. Oh, and I keep finding myself unsubscribed. Guys, check your subscriptions. I hate to say it that way, but do, because if you haven't seen somebody's video in a while, it may not be because they didn't make them. It's because you got unsubscribed. I got unsubscribed from 8 channels like 2 days ago. Like, and it might have been, and I don't know for how long. I like had to go back and, because I literally had a list, and I wrote down a video. I hadn't seen content from these people, and I track about 330 channels right now. So, at least on my CultureCasino branded account. My personal account is way more. Way more. I've been invested in our fellowship for a long time, way before I had a channel. And when it was just starting out. Let's just say it that way. Yeah, CNN yet. Yeah, they're gone. It's insane. In fact, you know what? We probably we've had a lot of chat time, so waiting for the mouse to get back with an interview date. Yet I'm looking frantically for new clients. Well, I hope look, this is somebody you might want to talk to if you're looking for somebody that does coding and stuff. All right. Well, let's get fired up, folks. We got 93 watching according to Lord Thoth, and 72 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, please, extend your finger to your mouse or your button on your phone. Just go push that button, please. It does help. I know that's weird, but it really does. My socket wrench is cuter than yours, I'm sure. I have very not fancy presenting equipment. Let's just put it that way. I use my slith, and it doesn't look nice very long. So, Diaz Niet Plus. I didn't get unsubscribed, but my notifications got changed from all to personalized. That's weird. That does happen too, Joey. It's very odd. It's very odd. All right, let's jump on a story. Why not? Well, let's start here. It's something positive. Let's do that. I'm very excited to see this film. We actually started talking about it a few minutes ago. But this looks great to me, right? The Northman already in previews, this is Thursday numbers, hit 1.4 million in early preview numbers. Now they're not confirmed yet. That number could go up. Bad Guys, which is the animated thing down here on the bottom, that was 1.1 million. So, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is the Nick Cage project, that got 835K. So right now, out of the gate, Northman's running away. I was surprised at how limited, well, all of these films are having limited number of theaters because there's other stuff it's competing with in theaters. But Northman, I was hoping there were at more theaters. But I do have several selections of showtimes to choose from tomorrow. But I am going to go see Northman, and I think Sunday would be a great day to talk about it. So if you want to stop by the Sunday Culture Review with my crew, maybe they will or will not have seen it. But I may actually talk about it in my member stream tomorrow if I can work that in after I'm done seeing Northman. So. But yeah, 1.4 million ish. And I think it's totally worth it. I'm very excited. Of course, it's competing with, Fantastic Beasts 3 and Sonic the Hedgehog. You want to hear something funny? On the Monday after Easter here in the United States, and for many people who celebrate it, it was Easter Sunday, last Sunday. The Monday after is a decent box office day usually. There's a lot of locales that have time off from school and parents who have time off from work, and it's a religious holiday of sorts for other cultures. And the film Sonic clung back onto first place, beating out Dumbledore's Secrets, the third Fantastic Beasts movie, on that Monday. After it lost ground to it on the weekend, it regained the ground on the Monday after Easter. Incredible. Anyway. But I'm very intrigued by this. It's a decent start. It's not going to be a blockbuster. Let's not lie to ourselves. The film was very expensive to make. I keep hearing great things about it. So The Northman is worth going to the flicks for then, based on everybody that I trust telling me this and telling me not to expect Gladiator. Then yes, don't go in there expecting Gladiator. Oh, wow. Matt Vader's here. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Nice hair. Matt Fader 74 going Sunday morning. Can't wait. Indeed. And I can't wait to hear everybody's impression over there at the Salty Nerd podcast. And I mean, like I said, I watch everybody that I can, and it's fun to just get everybody's perspective. But I think I think that Northman's going to be very, very good. Yeah, we do have a blast on the Sunday Culture Review, indeed. Let's see who else is out there. You should read the comments on the official Bad Guys tweet. Definitely getting ratioed due to the cast. Well, I don't know how it's going to do, to be honest with you. Animated film going into a Thursday preview, getting 1.1 million. I'm not surprised it's soft because you don't have youth there, unless, again, you're in the midst of spring break. But, we'll have to wait and see about that. Yeah, second day of Easter here. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people have the Easter Monday as well. So, did you finally watch The Batman on HBO Max? What did you think? I have not had time. I'm trying to produce other types of content, so some of that's on me. I have 7 videos to record, not including all of the clips for the documentary that I'm doing on CNN, The Rise and Fall. So, not yet, but I will, Trav. I will. Let's see. A lot of people talking about it. Yeah, Biggles Met says, yeah, heck yeah, let's go Sonic. Absolutely, it's doing very well. Was that a drunk 3PO in the last picture? Kind of looks like drunk, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like drunk 3PO? That's Nick Cage, though. Whiskey Jack's Sonic was good. My theater was a little too loud for my 4-year-olds, but they enjoyed it. Excellent. That's awesome, Whiskey Jack. Hail Salty Nerd Podcast, indeed. Yep, and hail the mods. They're killing it. Absolutely, Stephen Ransom. I'm bracing for more of a Valhalla Rising. You think you're going to be satisfied, Man War 665. Culture likes to watch, indeed. Siege Perilous says, cool, we'll give it a look then. Going for a beer tomorrow and we'll sort it out then. Absolutely, Siege Perilous. Yeah. Let's see. So happy that cool, wholesome kids entertainment is coming out at CultureCasino. I'm always am, especially with Sonic, right? I love that. And that speaks to everybody. Again, a film that speaks to all ages, all generations. It's not tied to some kind of ideology junk, right? It's better. Let's see. Better hurry or there won't be a CNN. Absolutely, Joey. Getting close. I've got 4 theaters in a 10-mile radius from me, only 5 showings each day, but Dumbledore gets 10. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about with Northman. I think it's going to suffer from not the broadest release possible, but that's all right. Trav's like, we didn't watch either. I'm just not interested. I'm sorry. Sign. Wow. Here we go. Executive producer Sol Leibowitz says, CC, I am back and strongly urge annual checkups. And so do I. Indeed. You should go to, you should do that for everything in your body, including your teeth and your everything, and men, I'm going to say it this way, ladies, nag your men when it comes to their health because they don't take care of themselves. And I'm speaking from experience. So just nag, because once you find out something bad news that could have been something that would have been not quite as bad news, you really should be engaged with your health. No doubt about it. Let's see. Tumbleboard, indeed. I think I saw a member chat or 2 scroll by. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up with those real quick. Biggles Matt sent me one. It says, saw Sonic 2. Hopefully 3 has less human story. Yeah, I like it better when the characters have more story, and I anticipate it will. Plus, we're getting a Knuckles series coming out as well, so I'm pretty stoked about that, to be honest with you. I hope that's good. Yeah. Why watch a movie about a secret everybody already knows? I don't know Vertical Horizons, but it seems to happen. Yeah, Teeth is definitely biannual. Yeah, but believe me, like if you just get your stuff checked out once a year at least, different ways. I mean, it'll help. Yeah. We have other stuff to worry about. Wait, there we go. We have other stuff to worry about. That's why we need the women to remind us about the important things. Well, Maybe, but we got to take care of our health. It's on us. But a little help is always needed, at least when it comes to boys. I'm sorry, just the truth. We are not necessarily good at taking care of our health, but yeah, let's get back to full screen. There we go. I was shocked to see Disney was granted eminent domain with that Reedy Creek redevelopment plan. That was an insane power to grant a private entity as large as Disney. Well, consider this. They basically could have become their own private utility company. There's a lot of things they could have done on that land that nobody could have stopped them from doing, except for the federal government when it came under their regulatory bodies. Isn't that insane? Lots of stuff. Yeah. You don't know. Maybe there's a bio facility. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Knuckles is going to be good, I think. Really do. Anonymous says, that reminds me, I need to get a haircut. I am getting close to getting I'm going to trim the beard. Again, Jeremy's Razors. I'm a founder. I got to getting a founder kit. When I get it, I'm going to do a shave. I'm going to film it. Why? Because maybe Jeremy's Razors will sponsor me. Probably not, but it is the case. Yeah, I love them too, Lord Thoth. I love everybody, though. That's my default position. If you haven't been here before, that's the truth. I love everyone. Thank you, Dragon Master. It is important to see the dentist. Saw one for the first time 8 years ago. Yeah, it's rough, man. Yeah, I'm always worried when I go to the dentist because they always are finding stuff going on with my teeth. I'm gonna actually get the front teeth repaired again. I chip my teeth constantly, and it just felt like it was constantly doing that. I have a unique habit of falling into things that smash my face. Usually I'm doing something dumb, like jumping over a fence, or maybe playing aggressively some hockey. Maybe I should stop doing some of those things at my age. We'll see. But Louvrian Makar says, do nag and nag and nag your men. I see too many of them in my capacity as a corner. Absolutely. Yeah, we don't take care of ourselves. There's a cornfield full of Disney's enemies. Yeah, possibly. Don't know. What is Jeremy's Razors? Jeremy Boring from the Daily Wire launched a razor company. Am I getting the name wrong? Pretty sure it's Jeremy's. Pretty excited. Executive producer Sol Leibowitz says, CC, do you think federal government will step in to save Disney's special? They can't. That's a state law. It's a 10th Amendment. They have no authority or jurisdiction. You know what? As a matter of fact, I saw this, wasn't going to cover it, but let's do it. Why not? This will be fun. This isn't really political. It has politics in it, but it isn't. There we go. To this particular point, executive producer Sol Leibowitz, you didn't know you were giving me a segue, but you did. This morning, Joe Biden, the current occupier of the administrative office of president in the United States, blasts Republicans. I'm not sure why. Democrats voted on this as well, for targeting Disney, which they didn't do. They went after 6 special districts for its opposition to the lie that everybody keeps publishing. And this is, you should lose your journalistic facade when you use stuff like this, which isn't true, because this is a lie. I'm so frustrated. So again, the executive of the country is meddling in state business now. He stepped into the battle between Ron DeSantis and the Walt Disney Company. It's not a battle. As Florida governor is poised to sign legislation, which he already did, repealing the special tax district that covers Walt Disney World after the company came out against a recent parental rights law. At least they were honest there. That's what it was. The law has been dubbed by you, Deadline, and other of your ilk, this. It was dubbed this by opponents, and that's all you guys have presented it as, which is a giant lie. It restricts public school teachers from discussing sexual orientation or gender identity from K to 3. No kidding. Opponents say the law is written too broadly and is instead an effort by DeSantis to raise his public profile in advance of the 2024 presidential run, which he'll likely win. I'll add that for you to your editorial. I will editorially add to this editorial. I don't think he's told anybody he's running for president yet. This is speculative. The law has been dubbed, well, we covered that. I don't even care. At a fundraiser in Seattle. Why is he raising funds? Thursday, the current occupier of the blah, blah, blah said there's nothing conservative about deciding you're going to throw Disney out of its present posture because Mickey Mouse? What? In fact, do you think we should not be able to say, gay? He is reinforcing this lie. We deserve better than this and these thoughts. You could be far more eloquent. You could come up with a far better argument than this. Instead, you spin into the lie, which is why nobody trusts the press. Of course, it's trade press, so who cares? And nobody trusts the current government right now. And I'm saying that across the board. Doesn't matter left, right, center. Doesn't matter. Nobody trusts them. Anyway. Disney has opposed the legislation after initially staying publicly neutral, which they should have continued to do. But that has led to the backlash by DeSantis and state lawmakers. Yeah, the minute that they came out and say they were going to meddle in state affairs to, get it, beat back. Nah. Florida legislature this week passed a bill to strip Disney of its special district that allows it to self-govern its operations. The district was established in 1967 as Disney started developing its sprawling Florida property. It allowed it to make its own decisions on things like land use and infrastructure, as well as operate services that normally would be the responsibility of local municipalities. He already signed it. It's done. It's over. I want to read the comments. What about you guys? Let's take a look. Anonymous. Now, this is in here, YouTube, not me. Anonymous says, Biden is irrelevant. And another anonymous comment. This is why I don't really know. It could be the same person. We don't know. As Biden's economy circles the bowl, indeed. Failing president fails to read the polling. News at 11. Also true. Bottom line is the bottom line, and the citizens of Florida won't be so happy when they are stuck with this is propaganda. This is 100% a lie from who is this person? Oh, anonymous. Florida will be sad when they are stuck with $1 or $2 billion in new taxes to fill the economic gaps. Actually, Disney's the one that's going to be saddled with these things, folks. Hopefully, this impact should be felt long before the election. No, this is the other problem. These people are misinformed. This doesn't happen until July 2023. And by then, everything will have to have its ducks in a row, including Disney when it comes to the bonds that they granted through this entity. Those are bonds held by an entity that is now going to be dissolved. That's not going to become the responsibility of the county. And if it does, it's going to be a lot of heck to pay. And Disney will be drawn into lots of problems. Let's keep it up, the division. We will have DeSantis as POTUS in a few years, says Lois Fleming. Yeah, it's true. January 25. Wow, that's somebody's making a bold prediction. Another anonymous person. Disney made the decision to attack the parental rights bill and vowed that they do all they could have to have it repealed. If they want to jump into the political fray, then they should not be surprised when the opposing party is forced to react. Indeed. Parental rights is a dog whistle. Dummy. Wrong. This is the problem with these people, is a lie. Read the bill. Read the bill. DeSantis is a buffoon. Well, sorry. See, and this person's taking down the whole state, whoever this anonymous person is. He'll be your POTUS soon. That's funny. Joe Biden is a pure demagogue, says Johnny Blunders. That's interesting. We will be all much better off once he's out of office and replaced by DeSantis. This is such a massive projection from a cultist who worships a false prophet demagogue. Oh, I don't even know what this is. I'm not sure I want to read it because I'm not sure what it's referring to. Turn the channel, you're rotting. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, there it is. I'm not sure we needed to read through all that, but very interesting indeed. I'm sure I just lost a ton of audience, but thanks for being here, folks. Let's see. Yeah, do standard bloke stuff. Yes, indeed. Go get your stuff checked out. Oh wow, Paulamy says I had to have all my teeth removed. That's yes. We have a few people in our fellowship that had to suffer some dental issues. So yeah, dental is incredibly important. Bad teeth will destroy your heart, indeed. Ah, you saw the Jeremy's commercial. Yeah, Loki's Mornings of Mischief. It's so great. Disney's 51st State, kinda. They kind of were. And yeah, Javier Cruz, we were just talking about the fact that he absolutely signed this. And I love your beaker avatar, by the way. Tim Hayes, a few years back, I broke my backside of one of my lower teeth. Yeah, he had to take forever. You have to keep it clean and get to a dentist. Yep, DeSantis definitely did drop it. Absolutely. We already know the current establishment supports the bad things and stuff with kids. Yeah. Yeah. The current federal administration hates Florida with a passion. Of course they do. They've been successful in completely flipping the tables down there in what used to be a battle state, a battle, a decider. That one's not going to be a decider anymore. Siege Perilous. And just in the headline, you can tell the deadline's intent. Yeah, trade papers are a little... They're like high school papers, by the way. Trades are. I mean, that's every day I read from them, right? The 6 Minute Daily, I grab all the different trades and, kind of, break them down. And you just have to go in there understanding that this is basically a high school paper. That's all it is. What are the cool kids doing? What are the cool kids doing to each other? Who are the cool kids sleeping with? What are the cool kids making? So, of course, their idea of cool is, the freak shows we call actors and actresses, but targeting a private company that's way more power than it should have. You'd think the Democrats would be all over that. Yeah. In fact, honestly, and I know Lorena Creole can probably speak to this. This is from a guy who obviously is suffering from dementia. Ooh, I don't know about that, sweetie, but I do know this, Lorena, and I know you will correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Democrats propose similar revocation just a few years ago? I think drunk 3PO who brought that up yesterday. I think that's right. That's right. We talked a little bit about that on Midnight Edge in the morning, but I think that's right. Florida has the right enemy, says MTAC Shark. Indeed. Looking for more member chats, guys. Sorry, just paying attention down here real quick. I have a chat monitor down here now so I can maintain. Mexican Iron Man just sent us a super chat, so I'll have to get to that in a moment. But thank you guys all. Everybody who's here, you have no idea how much I appreciate all 95 to 100 of you that are watching currently. You guys are the best. Yeah, Siege Perilous mentions again about the trade paper. All these faux news companies only refer to it as its fake name. They never call it the Parental Rights and Education Bill. Yeah, they are total scumbags indeed. Headline is dead weight. You guys are on fire in the chat. Thank you for that. Disney used the broken Buzzy as Biden's Hall of Presidents animatronic. Oh, for those of you who don't know, there is a pavilion, was a pavilion called the Wonders of Life in Disney World in Epcot. And in that pavilion, they had several cool, attractions. Like they had Body Wars, which was like Star Tours but inside the human body, and they had a few other shows, and one of the animatronics was this Buzzy figure, and it was this little thing, and it was kind of goofy looking, and it kind of ran a little body ship and stuff. That's what that's a reference to. So Shrap says, I just read headlines anymore, don't care what these doofies have to say. Absolutely. Yeah, culture is getting yelling at park cars levels of angry. I don't usually cover politics on my channel. It's like you guys aren't giving me a chance anymore. It annoys me so. the problem is that it's there. Everything that's being done right now so influences so many other things that it has to be called out. It just, I have to do it in the most or the least political way possible. Casperius says, if Mickey is supposed to hit public domain, doesn't that mean Oswald should have hit public domain by now? Yeah, except I think because of the exchange or the licensure agreement, I think that's how they skated around that. I'm not sure whether or not Oswald is technically public domain or not. I can check on that. I know Winnie the Pooh, at least the first couple of books are now in the public domain and a few other things, but do your own research to make sure I'm correct. Yeah, I'm one of the people who think that this is an appropriate response, just unfortunately not on YouTube. So a New York Times reporter, probably. Yeah, Joey, you're 100% right. They absolutely destroyed. They self-immolated. Disney did a 55-year Walt Disney legacy. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, Sergeant Politeness says defund Disney hashtag indeed, and boy, are we doing it. Yeah. We got Disney did this to themselves, and it will be interesting to see how things pan out over the next few months. Indeed, Dapper Bard Games. Indeed. I'm going to have to, I know you're working on something right now. Let me know when you're done. I think I lost brain cells reading these comments. Well, yeah, me too. Mexican Iron Man for $5. Hello, Mike. Thanks for hanging out. The bill is signed. The nuclear option is upon us. To the bunkers. Indeed, Mikey. Indeed. We were just talking about it. Yeah. What are you going to do at this point? I mean, right now you can't unmake the sausage easily. You could change the way the districts are laid out, how they're governed. But I don't know. This is just dumb. He's enjoying every minute of it, says Meat Hammer. Mouse holes. Thanks, Terry Rose. You guys are coining things left and right. I love it. Travona wants us. Do you think we're heading to a world like Demolition Man when people who want freedom live underground? I think we're already kind of there. I mean, let's speak to something that's uniquely different in the United States because we're already engaged in it. Something called the parallel economy. And there are certain world leaders that are trying to prevent people from having the freedom to utilize their resources in any way they see fit, whether it be through cryptocurrencies and other similar things. I think you're gonna run into even more expansion of a parallel economy for people who want these weird globalist ideas to succeed and people who are 100% about freedom and liberty. I mean, anybody who wants to say the word democracy and is talking about these globalist ideas is definitely self-deluded. So thank you, Lorena. Yeah, I think I'm right. This is going to unfortunately bleed into a little bit of conversation over on Welcome to Florida stream over on Lorena Creel's channel. Do check that out. We have a lot of fun over there, and we're getting close to the milestone episode, and probably going to do a little bingo, which I'm working on the bingo cards. I have to remember to buckle down and get those finished because that does take a long time getting those all together. Yeah, Lord Thoth. Chat monitors are a must-have. Well, they are. I like to keep up with everybody. What's up, the Sentinel? Good to see you, my friend, and I love you right back. Hail culture, happy chat. Absolutely. Good to see you, Don Incognito. And Apollomeus says, thank you for all the 27 subscribers. Indeed. Apollomeus is awesome. Really. Your Twitter DM for the Variety article. Okay, bro. I got you. I got you under my skin. I got you deep in the heart of me, in every part of me. That wasn't a very good rendition because I was just goofing off. But all right, Mikey. Thank you, bud. All right, here we have the Variety version of the same article. Let's take a look, courtesy of our friend Mexican Iron Man. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signs bill abolishing Disney's Orlando tax district. It actually is, well, I guess technically that's kind of right-ish. I would have worded that differently. Let's see. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill on Friday to abolish Disney's self-governing district in Orlando, punishing the company for its opposition to the so-called bologna sausage name, or properly referred to as the Parental Rights and Education Bill, State Bill 1557, that was already signed into law. The bill would dissolve the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which covers nearly 40 square miles of Orange and Osceola counties and encompasses the Disney theme parks and resorts. The district, created in 1967, gives Disney the power to enact its own land use rules and to tax itself to provide services. It's not comfortable having that type of agenda get special treatment in my state, the governor said. So the bill here sets a marker. What is being left out of this is that there are 5 other districts that are also being removed. Not just 1, 5. DeSantis has been at war with Disney since last month. I don't think that's properly characterized, but okay. The law forbids classroom discussion of gender identity and sexual orientation in kindergarten through 3rd grade, requires any discussion in later grades to be age appropriate, and gives parents the power to sue school districts for alleged violations. Good. Which means the teachers that are doing this, that are TikToking their way around all kinds of places, they're going to be held accountable. In interviews and public appearances, DeSantis has accused Disney of trying to impose a woke ideology on our state, which is true. I don't know how he would. That's not an accusation; it's a statement of fact. We view that as a threat, DeSantis said on Fox and Friends earlier in the month. This wokeness will destroy this country if we let it run unabated. Indeed. Disney has not commented publicly on the new law. No, they're hosed. The law is set to take effect June 1. I thought it was July 1st, 2023. Wow, did I get that wrong? That'd be weird. I don't usually get facts wrong, material facts, but maybe. It goes into effect, if it goes into effect, by Disney would be beholden to Orange and Osceola counties to maintain roads and sewer systems at the parks and provide other public services, which, by the way, is not really that big of a thing. The counties would face additional expenses, which could be well borne by taxpayers, and would be on the hook for to service nearly $1 billion in debt. No. This, I think, is categorically wrong, and I believe that you'll see the change, but we'll have to see. And they could retire that debt very quickly under Disney, probably within a year, based on the taxes that would be imposed by the 2 counties. But we'll see. Scott Randolph, the elected tax collector in Orange County, has estimated that the county's burden would amount to $163 million a year, for which they will charge well more in taxes. This is going to be a windfall for the 2 counties who, as Mexican Iron Man said earlier today on Midnight's Edge in the Morning, is a windfall. They were chasing after this like it was, they were a dog that was starving and somebody threw a nice bloody steak at them. So there you go. All done. That was fun. Thanks, Mikey. Hey, Gerald Vance is saying hi to everybody again. And we have Toxic Man Flu for $5. Says, nice 4K camera. Even better weave work. Cannot tell the hair is a conspiracy at all. Thank you, my friend. Tox. Love you. Love you. All right. Culture, I did DM you some funny vids. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Thank you, my friend. Mike saw one and he loved it. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Snow White story is in the public domain, just not the Disney version, right? So what are they doing? They're making a new version with a derivative version of Snow White so they can try to maintain at least that iteration of the character. They're going to continue to do that going forward. And Gerald Vance says correctly, get woke, go broke, Disney. Indeed. Terry Rose caught my hidden pun. Lord Thought says, personally buying Disney stock at 110 today is a good thing. Well, I still think they got about another 5% loss coming, especially as they report under delivering on streaming. And we come to find out that actually of total streaming content that's consumed, Disney Plus only represents 1.8% in the United States. That's how insignificant Disney Plus is. Javier Cruz asks, so what would Disney's path, what would be Disney's path going forward? Negotiating with the counties, negotiating with the governor and the representatives that they basically put their foot in. I don't know. You may see them negotiate something different. You may see a different type of district put in place there, and maybe with all theme parks. allowing for that kind of governance. We'll see. It does give them a financial advantage. It does make them very profitable, and it does keep them growing. Disney's been suffering from a lack of growth for a long time when it comes to the theme park holdings they have in Florida. Their resort space is growing, but not their offerings. In fact, if you look over the course of the last 30 years, Disney World essentially has a net loss in attractions that they've been offering. I know it seems like that's not true, but it is, because they eliminated a bunch of stuff that they just didn't even fully replace. And they put restaurants in their place, or they put like meet and greet spaces and crap like that in their place. Yeah. That's just theme park business talk. Everything else, there's a lot there. Trav 101 asks a similar question. What do you think Chapek's next move will be? Going to the board and saying, well, you wanted to do this. Now how do we fix it? Maybe. I lost a bunch of people. I'm sorry, guys. Chillian says, Atlas going to shrug. Indeed. Siege Perilous. Newsflash for hearing dog whistles. Guess what? You're a dog. Yeah, governments are going after cryptocurrency. They can try, indeed. Yeah, it's going to be hard. The cat's out of the bag on that one. Joey. Demolishing is more like it, indeed. That they absolutely did. Thanks for being here, everybody. For those of you who just left or those who are about to leave, thanks for hanging out. I know we're getting close to start time for Friday Night Tights. We didn't get through everything I wanted to cover, but there is good news out there. I want to cover one last good news story on the way out the door. Let's see. Lasso is here. Good to see you, love. Move by DeSantis strip Disney of their privilege comes across to me as retaliation for opposition to the bill for the parental rights bill. It troubles me in the sense that they're using tax to stifle speech. Well, they can say anything they want, but they've enjoyed a privilege that no other business in California has been able to appreciate. They also didn't fulfill their end of the deal. They drew further scrutiny, perhaps. Maybe it does come across that way, but they eliminated 5 other districts. Not just Disney's, 5 others. So, and yeah, 7 minutes. Thank you. This is why I love my wrenches. All right, real quickly, a good story. Ready? AMC Entertainment is going to be installing laser projectors at 3,500 U.S. auditoriums and major upgrade. Deal with Cineonic rolls out through 2026. So they're going to be doing massive upgrades. The Laser at AMC initiative represents a significant acceleration of AMC's commitment to enhance on-screen presentation with improved picture contrast, maximum picture brightness, more vivid color. That means that they will be replacing their xenon bulbs, and it will reduce a significant amount of energy usage. So they're going to get some green benefits as well. So the projection equipment and associated auditorium enhancements have been an estimated value of around $250 million, but will require minimal upfront capital investment from the company. So they're doing it on the cheap as well. Well done. I'm stoked. I hope they get this done. It always is better to go into a theater where you can see everything, especially with everything being shot in such crappy, dark ways nowadays to hide the fact that they didn't spend any time on the CGI. Speaking of which, I'm looking forward to The Northman. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to do a member stream after I see it rather than before I see it, so we can talk about it. And I want to talk with the members about the DIY stuff and some of the projects they'd like to see out there when I launch that channel. And absolutely, yeah, 2K up converts too. Yeah, I'm very stoked about this, Tom. Indeed. Can you imagine getting to see like real high quality stuff? And yeah, I'm stoked. Really, really, really. I don't know what else to cover other than say thanks to all of you. I wouldn't be here without you. Wouldn't be where I am. Wouldn't wouldn't have what I consider somewhat success. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to push to 10K. Going to try to get there by the end of the year. I've been working with other parties to come up with a plan to make that happen. And part of that plan is all of you. So if you want to help out the channel and just share out everything you can, make sure more people are seeing what we do here, because I think it's different than a lot of other places. And it is a companion to many other things that I get a chance to do with other channels that I really respect, which would be, well, You've seen them in the chat, whether it be Midnight's Edge, Lorena Creole, any of the other wonderful creators that came through here, like Matt Vader from Salty Nerd Podcast, and gosh, everybody that's associated with the other productions, like Gary over at Nerdrotic, and of course RK Outpost, our buddy Quarterblack Garrett. Everybody, we have an amazing community. I accidentally used the communist word. I apologize. We have an amazing fellowship, and I am 100% grateful to all of you. So that being said, Jillian N for $4.99 says, for the bingo pot and to encourage man to take care of their health. Absolutely. Thank you, Jillian N. I appreciate that. We actually do we'll be giving away things. I have some park maps from various theme parks around the globe. Somebody's going to win some of those maps from long ago. I have I have some park maps from California Adventure from the week that they were closing out the Hollywood Tower of Terror and converting it into the Guardians attraction. I got a lot of stuff. So, and of course, Lorena's got a cadre of stuff, and I'll probably give away a shirt or two. So it'll be a good thing. Yeah. Thank you, Jillian N, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Woohoo for the laser projectors, and have a great weekend. Indeed. All right. Yeah. 2K upconverts is all most new movies are. They should be 4K. Indeed. Yeah. But that's okay. You're tired. I know, but I want to see better projections, man. Tired. With that, the community is community a bad word? I always use that term. I think I prefer fellowship now. I like the word. I perfectly enjoyed the word before it was being used for everything else. But yeah, it's okay. I don't mind if people use the word. People use that all the time. It doesn't bother me. It's just I like the idea of a fellowship because I feel like it brings us all closer. That's just me. With that being said, we gotta drop out. Thank you to all you amazing humans, everybody who's here. You guys, you don't even know, and the fact that I can now see when things come across the screen is even better. I'm so glad I did this, and I'm so glad that you guys helped me do this because couldn't do it without you. Let's see. Terry Rose says best of goodbyes, but not until Disney is $90, and that's not financial advice, says Terry Rose, but sounds pretty good. All right, tell you what. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you in a lot of other places. Hopefully I see you back here on Sunday for the Sunday Culture Review. And who knows, we might have a late night culture stream coming. Maybe Sunday night. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. It truly is. And until next time, bye.
This time we're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.